Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I hope the new year has been great for you so far. I wanted to give you a little walkthrough of how I have set up my passion planner and set some intentions for 2021. So I'm filming this on January 1st and I did this a couple hours ago and I just wanted to dive right into it with all of you guys. So first, let me take you through my roadmap. So the Passion Planner comes with a lot of tools to help you set goals and really get in tune with reflecting on your day. So first is this roadmap, and it is a activity that Passion Planner allows you to kind of write down everything you ever dreamed of for your life. So today's date is January 1st, 2021, and I wrote out things that I hope to achieve in my lifetime, in 3 years, in 1 year, and in 3 months. So these are just some overall things like being fitter, kind of creating a more structured routine, being a plant owner, connecting more, eventually being a pet owner, and these are some things that I want to achieve in my life. So for 1 year, this is what I've highlighted because on this side there's something called a game changer goal. So what I highlighted was to become a YouTuber or podcaster, whatever that means in today's definition. To kind of specify further into how I can achieve that goal, I've chosen that for my January game changer goal. So this side of the layout helps you be more specific with how to achieve that goal. So I said to get 50 subscribers on my channel in January. Then there's a little brainstorm area to kind of write out what you want to do with that and how to make it measurable, incorporating it into your daily routine, and how you're going to commit to your game changer goal. And then here is a place for you to write out why it's important to you. And that kind of provides inspiration and a way to commit to achieving your goal. Here's where you can visualize what you will see when you do achieve that goal. And then here are just some ways to keep yourself accountable. Next, I wanted to take you into my own 2021 intentions. So this is a layout that I created myself, and instead of setting resolutions, I wanted to set intentions because with resolutions, you can get kind of stuck in your own head, and when you don't achieve them, it feels like you're failing. But that's not what we want here. We want to be positive and be optimistic and have a good mindset going into the new year. So I set a few categories for what I want to achieve this year. So my emotional intentions are to really be able to reflect and be forgiving of myself. So a few ways I'll do this is allowing myself to kind of just feel what I need to feel without trying to change it based on what I think people expect me to feel. And with that comes with not being hard on myself and not saying, oh, I should have tried harder, or I should have tried to do this faster, etc. And then to lean on those around me without feeling embarrassed or feeling like a burden. I think it's so common for people to not ask for help because they have the pressure of trying to do it on their own. And for me, I think part of that is a pressure of trying to be like a strong, independent woman or, being able to do a million things by myself. But that's just unrealistic, and there are people around me to help me for a reason. And another thing I want to do is to meditate and reflect every day, which this planner will really help me do. And not to put myself down. I always am saying things like, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid, or I shouldn't have done that, or I hate myself. But it's always for something silly, like I accidentally knocked into someone, or I dropped a plate and broke it. It's really not that big of a deal, but with this language, I'm allowing myself to put myself down, and that's overall not a good outlook. And I wanted to try and look for silver lining and enjoy the little things in life more. I've been watching a lot of movies with this sentiment, such as Soul, About Time, and Silver Linings Playbook. And I think it's just such a good message to be moving forward with life, especially after 2020 with so much turmoil and so many negative aspects, that it's really important to appreciate the good things and the little things that we have around us. Lastly, I want to have more confidence in myself. I'm like the least confident person, even with the successes I've achieved. And this confidence is mentally, emotionally, as well as physically. I was watching this TikTok where this girl gave herself compliments every morning after she got ready and told herself, I love how I look. I like my makeup today. Or even if she didn't get ready today, she gave herself an affirmation that helped her build her confidence. And you could see her confidence progressing throughout. So for physical intentions, I want to drink more water, establish a workout routine, but also forgive myself if I can't stick to it all the time. And being more intentional with my food and drink, and drinking less sugary drinks. So I also set some intentions for relationships, and this might be intimate relationships or friendships, family relationships. I want to make sure the people around me know how much I appreciate them by expressing it to them more. And with that, being observant to offer them help when they need it. And, just doing some random acts of kindness. Sometimes the smallest thing can really make someone's day. And I want to try out more love languages other than my own, just to really understand how to communicate better with other people. So I have realized recently that I like to give gifts as a way of showing my love, but to receive love, I really prefer acts of kindness, acts of service, and quality time. So I want to switch it up a little bit just so I can really communicate to the people around me that I do love them. And using my own love language may not always be the way to get through to everyone. And lastly, I want to be able to set boundaries and communicate any discomfort or feelings immediately instead of bottling it up or hiding it and then eventually having it bubble up. So for work, I want to create boundaries between work and playtime and workspace and play space. And constantly creating opportunities for valuable takeaways, not just kind of going through the routine and just doing what I have to do each day. I want to be intentional with how I'm using my time and really creating great opportunities for myself and my career. And lastly, I want to keep a tidy workspace because I know keeping a tidy space provides a tidy mind. And lastly, with activism, I want to take things further than just social media. I want to lead and facilitate meaningful conversations within my community and with the people around me. So next, let me take you into my habit trackers for the month. So this is a layout I also adapted from something I saw online, and on the left here, I have habit trackers for specific things I want to do at least almost every day. I'll try my best. So this is working out, reading, going outside, getting some fresh air, and waking up early and having a cup of tea. And then on the right here, I have a mood tracker. So when I go into the daily layout, you'll see that there is a mood tracker for the day, but I wanted to have an overall picture of how I was feeling for the month so that I can reflect and try and imitate or repeat the good feelings and create methods to avoid the negative feelings I might have felt this month. So with that, let me go into the daily layout. So this layout is actually from December, but I wanted to show it to you because I felt like I put most of my content here and I actually filled out each section as I should have. So on the left, there is a place to set your focus for the day. And this is actually usually the place to write tasks for your game changer goal. But since I waited till January to create my game changer goal, I changed it to things I'm curious about. And then there's a space for personal and work to-do lists. And then there's a free space to grow where you can draw, you can write something that resonated with you today or an inspirational quote. And then there's a section to reflect on something you did for self-maintenance, the best thing that happened, what you learned today, and then a summary of your feelings. So this is a place to write out your schedule, and I also chose to do periodic emotional check-ins throughout the day. But I also wanted to use this section to record the food that I was eating throughout the day. As I said, I want to be more intentional with my meals. By recording them, I can kind of check in with how I'm eating throughout the day and how I can change it the next day. So as you can see here, I felt kind of down throughout the morning and the afternoon, but then as I said here, I didn't give up on the day, and I actually went to a friend's house and spent time with friends, and the day kind of turned around for me, and I ended up feeling really energized at the end of the day. So on the left side, this is a blank page for whatever you want to do, and I'm still getting used to using stickers and designing my layouts, so bear with me, it's a little bit empty. But in terms of content, I've chosen the top half to be a space for reflection. So today I only reflected in the evening, but sometimes I'll reflect in the afternoon and the evening. And then down here, I write out what I did today and, memorable things that I did, or maybe things that were productive that I did. And I've really enjoyed doing this since quarantine started because it's easy for the day to kind of blur into one and you forget the good things that happened. And I really like looking back onto these lists and remembering, oh yeah, I did watch that movie, or we did that puzzle together, or we did something, So I think it's a really nice place to just write down memories so that I can look back later. So lastly, this is my weekly kind of summary that I copied at the beginning of every week. And so this semester I will actually be taking classes while working part-time. So each week I wanted to kind of have an overview to see which classes I have and what my work meetings look like, what days I'm working, and then setting up what projects are due so I can keep myself accountable to making sure I get everything I need to do done. So yeah, this brings us to the end of my January planning. I will be happy to provide an update if I develop any other layouts or spreads that I really like or are helpful to me. I really hope you enjoyed this format of video. If you want more from me, please let me know. I hope your new year is going great so far, and I'm giving you the best wishes for 2021. And I hope we can manifest some good vibes for the year. Happy New Year! Bye!